5 creepy Randonautica videos found on TikTok. This first video for the second Randonautica video that I've made doesn't show any Randonaut adventure, but it consists of a man by the name of Conrad explaining a story. You see, Conrad is the creator of the Randonauts, the first Randonaut page or group on TikTok, and co-founder of the actual app Randonautica. In this particular video of Conrad's, he simply answers one of the most common or popular questions he gets from Randonautica fans and users. That question being, have you ever had any crazy experiences using your own app?
Hey Randonauts, Conrad here, creator of the Randonauts, co-founder of Randonautica, answering some questions about Randonautica. Somebody asked me, I get this a lot, have you ever had a crazy experience using Randonautica? Yes, I've had a lot of just really weird, mind-bending synchronicities. A lot of them come to mind. I have a lot of these stories, but one that really sticks out to me is me and my friend are walking to the point, and it generated the point in the middle of a lake. And we walked just as close to the point as we could, which was on the water's edge. And we were talking about giant skeletons. And when we got to the point, there was a dude meditating at the edge of the lake. And I asked him if he ever heard of consciousness influencing random number generators. He said yes. And the next thing out of his mouth was, you see that rock wall across from the lake? Well, there's giant skeletons buried there. Weird synchronicity.
This interesting story of Conrad's goes to show that not only do the general public find themselves in weird situations, but so do the creators of the app. One other very common question Conrad gets is, why is the logo for Randonautica an owl with what appears to be a broken neck?
Hi, Comrade here to answer questions about Randonautica. I can answer this question. This is a really good question. I get this a lot. It's can you explain the logo with the owl's head tilted? The explanation is that owls see in the dark, and that Randonauts venture to places outside of their conscious awareness, which is sort of like seeing in the dark in a way. And its head is tilted in an inquisitive manner. They do that. A lot of people think the head is broken. It's not true. Owls just do that. You can just Google it. He's looking at the world in an inquisitive manner and seeing in the dark, metaphorically.
With those two questions being answered, let's get into some creepy Randonautica videos. Corona. This first video comes to us via JD, or Jade Ariel as she is known on TikTok. Her and her group of friends have been on many different Randonaut adventures, most of which are filled with weird synchronicities. This particular video we're looking at now is one of 8 different Randonaut adventures Jade and her friends went on. I've chosen this one because it's a little weirder than the rest. The group of friends had been using the app all day, going to random spots, one of them being a building that looked abandoned, but somehow I don't think it was. Check this out.
Okay, so we're going randonauting again. Okay, we're gonna do a void. We're on our way to the location. Recently in Florida, the coronavirus cases have spiked like crazy, so we're manifesting help and for things to get better. Okay, so it sent us to this building. The name of the building is Corona.
After acknowledging that the intent or focus was on health, after explaining that Corona had once again spiked in the state of Florida, the teenagers were led to a building actually named Corona. If that wasn't enough, they decided to enter the building, but once they got upstairs, they captured something a little creepy.
Okay, so we just walked into the building. This low-key looks like an abandoned hospital. Okay, it's locked. Okay, we're getting Coraline vibes. There's 4 little doors and there's 4 of us. Okay, so we just found this box and there's money inside of it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What the f? There's no one here. There's no one here. Oh my, did you? I'm not even kidding you. We just saw something walk by that hallway and now it's gone. Hell nah!
Having seen and even managed to capture what looked like a person walking by the outside entrance door, they race out to see no one there. Most people in the comments of the original upload agree that the entire video was weird and is probably the reason why the group of teens have yet to make another Randonautica video. Could the girls possibly have seen something paranormal passing by the door? You be the judge of that. In the forest. A TikTok user by the name of AutumnJohnson05 uploaded the next two videos. The short videos show what looks to be two teenagers opening up the Randonautica app and getting random coordinates and traveling to that spot. Once they get there, they become aware that they've been led to a closed-off dirt road that leads into the middle of a forest. Despite this, they continue with their adventure and come across this. After having found this small house that appears to have sunken into the earth over time, they do their best to take a look inside. It's not until their part 2 of this do they realize that this is in fact not a type of collapsed house, but a type of North American spirit house. According to sources on the internet, Indian tribes used to customarily build grave houses or spirit houses just like this a long time ago over the graves of their deceased or loved ones. The spirit houses are meant to be a place of comfort or residence for the deceased for their next life. Now, this isn't the scariest thing Randonauts have come across, but I'm assuming the teenagers who did come across this were probably a bit creeped out because it's to do with death. And, well, they haven't uploaded another TikTok video since. It follows. This next little adventure was all recorded by a young man by the name of Matt Hall. A couple of months back, Matt started to see more and more of this Randonauting app online, so he says that he decided to download the app and try it for himself. Matt jumps on his quad bike and goes exploring. This is the first video of many that he took while Randonauting.
So I saw this thing that a lot of people were doing on TikTok called Randonauting. It's an app that you download and it gives you a completely random location close to you that you go to, and apparently it's supposed to be a glitch in the simulation or something like that. I don't really know if I believe it or not, so I downloaded the app and I thought I'd try it out for myself. It gave me a spot in the middle of the woods that's kind of close to my house, but it looks like it's along ATV trails, so we're on the ATV and let's go see where it takes us. Alright, so we're at the location and this is weird. There's a car just chilling in the woods. How did they even get in here though? Like, there's trees everywhere. There's no way a car could get in here. This car looks super old. Holy shit.
After following coordinates into the woods and eventually coming across an old abandoned car, Matt takes a look around. Everything seems normal until he hears a voice. Frightened by this, Matt starts to run away and the first video ends there. However, Matt's viewers asked him to go back at night. So, what did Matt do? Of course, he went back to the Randonaut coordinate at night and this is what happened.
Alright guys, I came back to the location that I heard that voice when I was randonauting. See, there's a car there. Is anybody there? Guess not. Alright, I don't know if this means anything, but there's a shirt here, a water bottle, there's water in the bottle. There's like children's toys, like all broken. Like, alright, that's creepy. This is the middle of the woods. There should be nothing here. I'm so confused. Alright, other than the shirt and like the toys and stuff, there's nothing else here. I walked like all around the car, but I don't see anything else. That's all that's here. Is there anybody here? Guys, I think I just heard something. I'm starting to get creeped out here. It's getting dark out, so yeah, I'm not coming back here anymore. I just watched that back and I realized that it asked me to play a game. Don't go randonauting.
After discovering that the voice he heard in the distance actually says, "Do you want to play a game?" he abandons the whole Randonaut thing for a couple of weeks. That is until, well, the overwhelming response pretty much forced him to go back at it.
Okay, I wasn't even gonna film this, but I cannot make this shit up. I wanted to try randonauting again, but on my last video, a lot of people told me that I had to set an intention before I went. So before I got my location this time, I set my intention as to find answers about the car in my last video. It literally gave me a location on the same trail as the car. On maps, the location is just like a little bit further down the trail than where the car is, so I'm gonna go check it out. Okay, well we're here. This is just as creepy, if not creepier than the car. So much in here. Looks like an old building. There's like a window there. It looks like a cross. Bag. A SIM card. Wait, so we found a cross, a picture, SIM card. If there's any pictures on the SIM card that I found, I'll put them in another.
Coming back home with a memory card among other things that he found at the second site, he overlooks the fact that this too could possibly be another North American spirit house location just like the previous video. Perhaps another weird coincidence, or possibly just a normal worn-down house in the woods. Who knows? Regardless of what it was, Matt takes the memory card and finds out just what's on it.
So I looked through the SD card that I found when I was randonauting, and there actually was stuff on the card. I'm genuinely still kind of like freaked out about what I saw on it, but I'm also like really confused. There's only 3 pictures and 1 video on the card, but one of the pictures and the video are both pretty scary. The video is only a couple seconds long anyway, and there's nobody talking, there's nobody in it. But at the end, the video starts to like cut out, and I think you can hear somebody crying. Here's the footage from when I went through the card. Alright, let's see what's on the card. So it looks like there's 3 photos and 1 video on the card. I'm gonna get them off the computer and onto my phone so then you guys can have a better look at them.
Three days later, and he and his girlfriend decided to mess around with a Ouija board late at night before going to sleep. And it didn't go well.
So me and my girlfriend were messing around with the Ouija board. It spelled out the word car, and I instantly thought about my Randonaut videos. We stopped playing after that because it kind of started to freak us out a little bit. Our fingers are barely on it. It literally just spelled out car.
I'm not doing this anymore.
Just later that night at around like 4 a.m. I got woken up by something really, really loud in the next room. It is literally like 4 a.m. And I just got woken up by the loudest like crashing noise in my other room. Dude, what? What the f***? My chair, my paintings, my keyboard, what? Okay, no. I'm starting to think whatever was at those Randonaut locations followed me home.
So, what do you think about this adventure Randonautica has taken him on? Could it all be real? Matt has had many update videos regarding this thing that he thinks might have followed him home. If you want to check out all his latest videos, make sure to head over to his TikTok page, MattHall36. Stalker. A young woman by the name of Abigail uploaded the next couple of videos. She states in her first Randonautica related video that she saw an influx of Randonaut videos that she said she wanted to try it for herself late one night. Abigail also makes it very clear that it's not what happened at the coordinate that was creepy, because she didn't actually make it there because of what she saw on the way there. The creepy part came when she was followed home. Listen to this.
So after a group of teens found a dead body through this app, I thought it'd be a good idea to download it. I read all of the terms and conditions and even researched it a little bit just so I knew what I was doing. So I enter in my address and I get this location. I was like, I know where that is. It's about 5 minutes away, so I drive out there. Mind you, it's midnight, I haven't charged my phone, and I didn't tell anyone where I was going, so I'm stupid. It's not what happened when I went there that scared me, it's what happened when I got home. So, I get to that area and I didn't see anything, but then I saw a cop car coming my way. The lights were flashing, the sirens were on, and so I booked it, I was out. So I go home and I pull in my driveway and a white truck pulls in behind me.
Someone just pulled up behind me. I'm literally sitting in my driveway at my house, and there's this truck. Who are you? I could have sworn I heard the door open, but I don't see anybody.
Like Abigail said, the unknown white vehicle or truck sat behind her in her own driveway for a good few minutes without any interaction before moving on. And remember, this is without actually making it to the coordinates. This app definitely appears to be working in mysterious ways. This isn't exactly the scariest Randonaut video, but it's creepy nonetheless. Abigail has made many follow-up or update videos regarding exactly what happened and what was going through her mind when it all went down. If you want to see any of those, head on over to her TikTok page. Abandoned House. A group of young Spanish men over on the YouTube channel Nopaleros Squad make videos on abandoned houses and buildings. However, as of late, they've started uploading their highlights, if you will, of their adventures over on their TikTok page. This particular video of theirs shows them going on a Randonaut mission to an old abandoned house. The young men get the coordinates from the app and they head towards the spot. The following is what happened once they had already entered the abandoned house.
That wasn't there. Ah, qué asco. That's gross, man. ¿Neta? You came to die?
Everything appears to be going well, nothing out of the ordinary. But what the men didn't know was that they were being watched the entire time.
Wait, you guys heard that in the back? Wait. Shh, you hear that? Wait.
Slowing down the video, we can clearly see something or someone peeking out from behind a bedroom door. Absolutely terrified by this, the group of men rushed out of the house as fast as they could. It's almost been 3 weeks since this video was uploaded and we haven't seen an update video or anything like that. I'm going to assume that they haven't gone randonauting since.